was young. It's not my problem. It's not my problem.
We are 20 minutes south of downtown Buffalo. It is Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. That's the kicker. Tyler Luke set to get this started. And off we go in Western New York. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Off the play fake, here's Allen. Left side, that open man is Knox. They'll get it on 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They go play action now. Here's Allen. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's 2 set down. He picked up the first down.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike. But listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. He'll go play action here with Allen. Open man downfield, it's Kincaid. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
It's a gain of 29.
That pickup, good for 29 yards.
First down.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Allen, going to give it to Cook. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Smith in on the tackle. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
Alert! Brown 80! Attack!
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And he'll take this one in. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so that's whistled dead, and the ball gets placed at the 40-yard line. A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10, up at the 40. They'll send Flowers in motion. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That's hard. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play to kick off this drive. 42 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now the first carry for King Henry. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's another 14. First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's a run. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Jackson now on 2nd down. It is brought in the end zone. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. On play action, Allen. And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it up.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's the toss, right side to Henry. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
First down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Henry. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9. At the 17.
Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back after this. Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. In motion goes Likely. 1st and goal, and it's Henry. And this one blown up. Good surge, drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal. at the 9-yard
Second
line.
down. Jackson. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to third and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
13.
Third and goal for Jackson. He's got his big tight end, Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown,
Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. He's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
319!
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And this is a slight improvement over the previous. There's nothing to lose yardage. Not gaining any either. It's third down.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. So now they'll throw it with Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Throwing on second down. It's he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
You you can sense this defense. They're really starting to come alive. Last time out, they forced the turnover. Now they got their first sack of the day. These big plays start to steamroll, and you can just feel their confidence continue to build.
Now Allen facing 3rd and long. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. That's taken in, and he's got the 1st down. Well done there as they pick up a 4th and 5.
1st down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown.
And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
A 6-yard.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, throw here for Allen. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal.
Brown 80! Look out!
From the gun, Josh Allen. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Keon Coleman, touchdown Buffalo.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Makes the score Bills 14, Ravens 13. Matt Prater is set to kick
They didn't
off.
leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
DC, let it. DC.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That is caught. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this 1st half. Tyler Loop now to try the field goal. Spotted at the 35. This a 45-yard attempt. His kick is good. And the Ravens get 3 here late in the 1st half to take the lead.
14. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. Now return coming from the 7. Get across the 20, mark them at 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Come on, come on. Come on. 180. 180.
A first down throw for Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot. From the gun, Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And that will lead to a second down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. Third down coming up.
Let him go.
To the air one more time with Jackson. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, you're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And the struggles continue. He drops behind the line again.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll drop this underneath to Cook. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Allen on third down. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
A 4-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. They'll indeed go for it with Allen. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on downs.
And a great job here by the defense, being strong up inside, forcing the ball carrier to have to bounce this out towards the sideline, and he can't get the corner, and they come up with a huge fourth down stop.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
They'll go again here with Henry. Peeling forward for maybe a yard. Matt Milano there to stop him.
A gain of 2.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Shut up! Shut up!
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, then on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed.
And he will score! Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Here's Jackson. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Bills 14.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They go play action now. Here's Allen. On the move left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Cook. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Tackled there by Trenton Simpson.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Play action now, and here's Allen. That one intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So they're implementing a cover 2 system, and what that means is on the back end, Mike, your 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. They got to cover from the middle of the field all the way to the sideline. So they got to have range, they got to have great instincts, and then when they get a chance to get their hands on the ball, they got to be picks.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Big Ed Oliver. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the handoff, it's Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Christian Benford on the stop. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long. Throwing Jackson. Pushed out to his left. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there as time has expired. The 3rd quarter has come to an end. Ravens sending the punt team out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. They'll throw on first down with Allen. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Toss left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 14 yards on that pass play there. First down, Buffalo.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
14 more yards.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
At the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Allen. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6.
At their own 6-yard line.
Yo. Hey, officer, chill up.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he's going to be taken down at the 17-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
And work them down up beyond the 30. Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another first down. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. They're going to go right back to Henry. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Derrick Henry. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he's into the end zone yet again. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
On is Loop to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. To return, here's Ray Davis. Now an opening past the 30. He's to midfield. Still on the move. And he's going to take this all the way back. 91 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
31. Bills 20.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down. They got him. Back at the 50-yard line. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. There's a give. Getting right. It's Henry. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense can take this one with 1:51 to go.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short game.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Henry. And he will score again. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Luke now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens are able to extend the lead.
Bills 20. Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. The return, here comes Davis.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Now Allen on 1st down. Moving left. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
This is one of those plays where you got to give them some love after. Let them know it was an outstanding run and all that. Because even though it was a good effort, it's hard not to feel disappointed, Mike, that they somehow weren't able to move the chains.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's going to have the Bills first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. That one, downfield for Cooks. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the two straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
A final shot now for Allen. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.
It can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Giants. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick, and away we go from East Rutherford. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Mayfield. He rolls to his right. Well, they took their shot immediately. Would have been cool if they connected, but no luck. 2nd down. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the give to Irving. They're working a couple yards past the line. It's Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. And goes to the hurry up here.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
What's up?
3rd down. Here's Mayfield. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3 and out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Let's start on the ground here. Tracy. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's kind of young. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Darts out of the shotgun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And that makes it 3rd down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
No run it's Scatterboo. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. It's a gain of 4 there. And the fourth down call pays off as they'll move the chains. So first down from the 41.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
Listen, this guy's reputation certainly precedes him in any game he's on the field, but it doesn't always keep QBs away from challenging him, especially early. But you know what will deter quarterbacks? Results. And those are the results he's looking for.
Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Really, I'm flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be second and 12. Baker now from the gun. Forced out to his right. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Give him 24 on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
Hey, Award 33.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's first and 10. Running it after the penalty. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field. Even 5 on that carry, bringing up second and 5.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? It did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Giants going dime coverage here, Brock. 6 DBs out there, third down. They'll air it out on third. Got a man. This is Evans. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
First and 10 from the 32. Irving on the inside give. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. Looking quickly here.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Regular. What's up?
They fake the hands off. Now it's Mayfield. Pressure's there, and he goes down bring up a tough third down. Third and long for him here. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
For the Buccaneers field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
And they don't snap it in time. Wow, Brock, that could take them out of field goal range. Can't get the playoff in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Riley Dixon getting set to punt it once again. Gunnar Olszewski will return it for the Giants. Oh, baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. So that's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They got this after forcing a punt at the end of one. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Now Dart. Spooling here for Scatterboo. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
The Buccaneers go to the nickel, third down. Here he is on third and short. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2.
Here we go. 60 Bison.
Scatterboo here on the toss. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
I love aggressive defenses, and a blitz on fourth down's a gutsy call. But it can work against the pass, or in that case, against the run. Good luck running for the sticks when you've got a whole defense crashing the line of scrimmage off the snap.
Rolling left, buying some time. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and then he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And the Giants are on him, and he goes down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Not an enviable spot as they come up, third and long. Here he goes, third and long. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up fourth and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And they're trying to will it further, but it just doesn't have the muster. This one falls short. And we continue to await our opening score in this ballgame.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Pulled in by his back, Scatterboo. Gets it to the 15. He does it! Touchdown, New York! The Giants get the game's first points here in the second. Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Gano ready to send this away. Turn. Here comes Cameron Johnson. Finds some space. He's past the 30. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
180!
We give to Irving to start this drive. Cuts it right sideline, and there's daylight. It's a foot race. He's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Gunnar Olszewski now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Scatterboo now from the gun. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. They'll throw 3rd and long. Go right side, caught by Robinson. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Dart. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
On 1st down, they're going to run with Irving. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Irving on the counter. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 21-yard line.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side. Offense to the line. Second down. Once again, Irving. They give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set a third and very short. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Third down, give to Irving. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. So now then, after the penalty, this is first and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
Second and goal at the Giants' 9-yard line.
Run.
Mayfield run out of the pistol. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Couldn't hang on to the interception, but the momentum's still on the defensive side here ahead of this third down.
Hey, alert 30. 180.
Baker out of the pistol. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on third and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on fourth down.
We know how hard it could be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense.
So the offense staying on the field from a bit of a distance here. They're going for it on fourth and goal. Here we go. It's Mayfield. And he won't come through on fourth and goal. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Giants using their first timeout. They'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
At the 13-yard line.
Going play action with Darts. Bucket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this third and long.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. The counter give to Tracy. And the gain's good there, partner. A nice 7-yard effort, but they're still well short, and this is going to be fourth down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
On fourth down and 5, the offense staying out there. And they're going for this. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on fourth down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on fourth.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10. Now Mayfield. one, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newman.
Mayfield's pass intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Hold it set.
19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it.
Set, go.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. He finds a little room there before being hauled down. Gain of 3.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Second down now. They need 7.
Ready.
They're just going to play it safe, sticking with the ground game, looks like. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. On the return, here comes Olszewski. And this drive will start inside the 25.
the Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10.
Alert. Alert. Cadet. Steady.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 18-yard line.
Ready.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Darts looking at this 3rd and long. That's a catch. Looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
This offense is not leaving the field. On 4th and 8, they're going for it. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
One way or the other, that was going to be a decisive play to break this tie. They thought that they could pick it up, no question about it, and build some momentum down the field. But how about a shout-out to that defense, now setting their offense up in great position.
Watch out.
On the give, this is Irving. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
This is Irving on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 1-8, what's up?
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two and third downs. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Here in the third quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. On the return, here comes Olszewski. He's brought down just inside the 25.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
New York to the line, first and 10. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a first down run. He picked up 7.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
It's Tracy on second down. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third down coming.
The 35-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be second down.
Taken down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 36-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Throwing now off the play action. Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Tracy. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Now Darts going to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And they nearly picked up the first down with that effort. Ball advances to the 45-yard line.
Brings up third down.
Third down, Tracy gets it. And this one had no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up fourth down.
Diaby on the stop. A loss of 2 yards. It's fourth down.
18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the fourth. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the fourth. First down from the 42. A give to Tracy up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
From the gun, here's Darts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing third and long. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many Just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Third down now. Here's Darts. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down. Desperation time here. Throw left side finds Johnson. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. One of their best play calls of this game so far, Brock. 17 yards on fourth down. That gets him to first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Catch made. Tyrone Tracy. And it's another first down on this drive. This time they're into first and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. First and goal.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Cougar 19.
From the red zone now. It's intercepted in the end zone. And the Buccaneers are going to take over after the interception. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, and throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Going to the ground again on first. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Running with Irving again on second. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. And any more of those as they trail by a score.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Kings! Watch out!
Looking to throw. That one's good to Godwin. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. That's a pickup of 9. And the Bucs down to first.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Buccaneers first down.
Here's the give to Irving. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. The Giants using their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Right back to Irving now. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. And it's going to be 3rd down. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Back to throw it. He throws a bullet deep to the right. It's grabbed inside the 30. They bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and converts on 3rd and 17.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. Had a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, this is White. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense is heading up for 1st and goal.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. White finds the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers parlay the interception into points. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts him up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Giants 7. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Trying to push deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers bring the interception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
180. Regular. What's up?
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They're going to pass it here. It's everything he has under this one. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Batted away at the line. Incomplete. He didn't put it high enough to get it over that line. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Baker now from the gun. Buying some time right. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 3rd and goal. Ooh, sure looked like they were sitting on that slant, weren't they, Brock? If a route was going to beat them, it was not going to be that one.
Yeah, we see this route all the time, really at every level of football, because as a receiver, you just want to get inside that defender, and when you do, you hope...
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Baker throwing again. And this is caught, so a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4. Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for 2.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route.
Whoa.
When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a 2-point conversion.
Starting from the 5. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game.
Come on, go!
One final shot here. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Buccaneers winners, as we say so long from New York.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the knot. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filings cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye. I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Hold me some in the Canada dry. Riding the special like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and Birkin, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes, here go to surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, help ride. Back while I'm gripping her side. Big and mad back, this ain't regular size. We really fly, we like pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her disguise. Upgrade at my wrist, put her gas in the sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her highs. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the knot. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filings cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Okay, money, I took the Billy coupe back, then I hopped in the car. I put it in front of the Billy, in front of the driver. And man, sit there in the road, right, wow. I'm still up, ties, huh? I'm in the coupe by myself. I had that kicker though when I was 5. Keep the old ones on the shelf. In the fire. I'm sick and tired of these. Act like they fine and telling them lies. Acting like they the one created this and they get all this driven my guys. Yeah, Cartier eyes, Cartier coat, Cartier has to watch. Cartier love, Cartier, Cartier spec buffalo on the side. Pussy cut diamonds, they Cartier, yeah. Cartier bad for the Cartier. Sky ring look cool with 200 the dash. Cartier jeans, ain't no way I can say. Ain't no way I'm ever gonna go out. Man, I can't go out, no way I'm gonna go out. I just grip on her and I show it. I sit like a champ and I wait on her whole lot. I just whip up a new Chanel paddock. I whip with the wrist and I don't break the door. Turn the whole top float to her. 100 racks and 1 do about the flood out.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Detroit Lions. The kicker, Jake Bates, has this one on the tee. He'll run up and send this one away here at Ford Field. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Rip, 23.
They go play action with Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That's complete to Parker Washington. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. A handoff running left is Etienne. And some room to run now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
I got him. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
354.
Etienne once more. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 23. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second.
Now Lawrence.
At the 5-yard line.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
9th play now, this long opening drive. Can they cash it in on 3rd and goal? Now Lawrence to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6.
For the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs, 65 yards. And the Lions are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Going after right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not sure.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A gain of 45 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. On play action, Lawrence. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack it back at the 36. DJ Reader collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll try the left side with ETN. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Let's go.
Here's Lawrence. Left side taken in by Washington. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 19. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
That was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have regained the lead. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And this one's incomplete. So they go for the 2. They don't get it.
Jaguars 9, Lions 7. Cam Little, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through 1 quarter, 9-7 our score. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he's going to burn his way forward there to the 48. 89 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
The give right side for Gibbs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions have moved out in front. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know one big play there gets them right back up to that level.
63 yards receiving for him now. That last catch good enough for a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run. This is Bashal Tutin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, Ron. Here we go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Jaguars, first down. First down.
Now Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Parker Washington from a yard out. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Black 20.
Here's Goff. Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. He'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
At the 47-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just have to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Gone. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Across midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he's been terrific here this afternoon.
At the
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now he'll tuck this and run. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Hey, easy, Ralph. Hey, Phil.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job slumming to the ball carrier.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Right, let's go. Here we go.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brenton Strange, a 24-yard touchdown. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And the Jaguars take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Lions 14.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. To throw is gone. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 35 yards. And the Lions are back within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes Makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Make us happy. Get these 3 points. Come on, 3 more points. Can you make that in his sling?
Point after try forthcoming. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Jaguars 28, Lions 21.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Rip, 23.
Lawrence. That's complete. He's got Tootin. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Jaguars.
Now they try the right side here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And even 100 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Hey.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He gets it to Thomas. Lawrence will give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? The ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Washington. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brenton Strange with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Jags are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to.
Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
What's that?
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 60 yards. And the Lions are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Back now at Ford Field, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Lawrence will throw. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 123 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
4 yards. That's good for a Jaguars. First down.
They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 35. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Third down.
Here's a give up the middle. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. The clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines. Let's close this one out.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And Thomas has it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the first down. And even with the 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this nearly all the way down now.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
On red. Here we go.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Jacksonville.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
Red 20.
Tootin will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. So he had a nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here.
The Jaguars will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
42. Lions.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
180. Hey, kill. Value 3, value.
A shotgun snap for Goff. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's on his way. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just... I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a that's bringing me down. I went to he said my life's a bore. So quit my white cause it's bringing her down. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Grasping to control, so I better hold on. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just...
Think they girls don't be. If you didn't know, maybe better than us. One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wanted me. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause I signed ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be sliding like base hitters. Them other fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven or earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think girls better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be more clever. Yeah. She in Vegas, and Summer Lee with baller, she flagrant. Once a good girl is gone, she gone forever, more forever. And now she dog 'em out whenever. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't, but I think girls better than men, and I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah.
Finding out it's kind of dumb. Realize I am somebody that I don't know.
EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Washington Commanders. Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And off we go in our nation's capital. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a run. Here's the rookie from USC. We'll get this to about the 48.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they do finally get him. The 12. fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Marks now on 1st and 10. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
All right.
Stroud going to give to Marks. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Now, what's what? Tony. Hey, Uno Mars.
Stroud to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Let's go.
Now it's JCM, Ja'Cory Crosby-Merritt. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And all the way down to the 29. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop. Now it's 2nd and 10.
At the Texans' 29-yard line.
60 Bison. Go.
To throw is Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and it's 3-0 Washington. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On the ground, it's Marks to start the drive. Down the left sideline. He may go. Touchdown, Texans have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the game.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second and 10.
Here we go. Set. Bronco 80.
They go play action. Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talked about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Texans first.
Now Stroud. Oh, just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready. Ready.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Now he'll tuck it, and it's a fumble. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now a handoff to Rodriguez. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Now Daniels going to keep it, and this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it. Krusky Merritt. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
That's good for a Commanders first down.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Krusky Merritt. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Come on, come on. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here we go, set. Viking 18. Ready.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw him coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready, ready. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Krusky Merritt, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hey, smash Bronco. Let's go.
Krusky Merritt going to try and push his way in. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Deebo Samuel there to make the grab. And the Commanders take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here we go.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First down, Houston.
And Stroud now to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Stroud. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll find Marks out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The throwing again is Stroud. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
4-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 to score as we resume action on EA Sports. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
70 Timberwolves.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Will Anderson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Let's go. Let's go.
To the air goes Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A third down gain of 19.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
On first down, it's Krosky Merrill. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Ready? 60.
Daniels looking to throw. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
36-yard line.
Here's Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Shot. Ready, ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. So the completion good for 7 there. And now it's 3rd and 3. Stroud looking to throw. They swing this out to Marks. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. On the handoff, Marks. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Oh, and 118. What's that?
Stroud out of the gun here. Now he's going to step up and run. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
On the give, here's Marks. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Stroud. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Now, you got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the Commanders' 27-yard line.
18.
Stroud working out of the gun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range. They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
A 44-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Cowboy 80.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And pass taken in by Burks. And he's going to have the Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They bring pressure there on third down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the first down.
Down. Ready.
Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That tackle behind the line made by Will Anderson. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A big play in this football game. Third down and 1. A run inside, Krosky Merritt. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. And they're looking at fourth down now in this tie ball game. Here it is. 4th and inches.
Knocking 18. Ready.
Daniels going to throw for it. Checks it down. Krosky Merritt. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
That's good for a Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Here we go, Shaq. Let's go.
Up the middle, Krosky Merritt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Off play action. Daniels. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Will Anderson getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Stroud. They set up the screen, Marks. And he is going to lose yardage here. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Up the middle, it's Marks. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Stroud. That'll be complete to Marks. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
The Texans send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now Daniel's going to keep it. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it after he couldn't find a throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Here's 2nd down. They'll run once more to JCM. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all comes down to the right foot of Jake Moody. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
A 51-yard attempt.
It's on target, and it's good. From 51 yards out, he drills it. And they will be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as Washington has won it. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital.